go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Studio 5191 Presents Stirring the Pot. I am DJ Sly Fox, and along with me is also DJ RB 3000.
Yes.
All right, we got KO, DJ B Love, and Brittany Lady in the house. What's going on, man? This is a wonderful, wonderful welcome back. We've been absent for a while due to different reasons, but we back now, so none of that matters. We gonna do this. We're gonna do this one for tonight. Tonight is June 20th, the day after Juneteenth. So I hope that everybody that celebrates Juneteenth had a wonderful day. I hope you
Shout out.
okay. Hope you didn't end up in one of these teen shootings that sporadically happened all over the country on this day, and good tidings and fun times. So what we're talking about is this R&B Billboard list. And if you haven't seen it, let's see if I can pull it up. They have some questionable names on the list, to say the least. Questionable, and questionable for different reasons. But DJ RB did post on it earlier and asked what if you could rearrange the list based off of the names that's already on there. So no taking off and adding, but based on the names that's already there, how would your list look? And that kind of threw me off because I think some of these names shouldn't be on there. But I will say this: I'm gonna try to find this so I can post this. So I can put it on here. But I did my due diligence. When I asked to do something, I try my best to go accordingly. And I'll break it down to a top 5 instead of, because it sounds disrespectful. We got Prince lovers in here, and do you consider Prince an R&B singer? I feel like that's disrespectful to Prince to categorize him as an R&B singer. No disrespect to R&B in general, but that's not Prince. Michael Jackson, you call yourself, he's the king of pop. That's not R&B. Now you got a couple of songs that he did you could consider R&B, but I'm looking at Prince and I'm like, name me a Prince song that's R&B. And I'll go to one of my favorite Prince songs, "Scandalous." "Scandalous" was pretty, but it was funky. His shit is funk, man. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't really fuck with this. But again, the top 10 according to Billboard said the top 10 R&B singers were: number 1, I'm gonna go 1 through 10. 1, Stevie Wonder. 2, Aretha Franklin. 3, Michael Jackson. 4, Beyonce. 5, Whitney Houston. 6, James Brown. 7, Prince. 8, Mariah Carey. 9, R. Kelly. 10, Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Go ahead, B Love. I ain't even gonna ask no questions. Give me what you got on that.
First of all, I'm gonna say that what they mean by that, billboards, R&B means black. That's what it means. So those were the top 10 top black stars of all time. They should just called it what it was. And as far as the Prince the illustrious one having R&B greats, what would you call? You're just basically saying he's a black man that sung ballads. A ballad is a ballad, right? It doesn't matter if it's a rock ballad or if it's a inspirational ballad. It's like it's different than
Prince,
a regular pop or.
Well, I don't see Prince as doing ballads though.
Scandalous is a ballad,
and,
right?
and that's what I was getting at. Like, that's why I named Scandalous in particular. Prince, I know Prince more for Kiss. I know Prince more for 1999. I know
I
Prince
still
more
think
for
he's a rock star.
rock star. I would take that. I just don't see Prince as R&B. Even though, like I said, he has some
I
R&B
think he's
songs.
R&B because he just crossed the genres because he's black.
Because he's
That's
black.
why.
You sound
That's
like
why.
Billboard now.
'Cause
Okay,
here's
thank
the
you.
thing.
Thank you,
If you go into the
Billboard.
black clubs, if you go into the discos, right? They were playing 1999, and they were playing Raspberry Beret, and then they were playing that I said it already. 1999, 2000 zero party. Yeah,
No,
they were
no,
playing
no,
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that in a sense, pop and R&B kind of like and pop are kind of like on the same areas, right?
If that's the case, why
New
are,
pop is not.
why
K-pop is not.
Earth,
but,
Wind and Fire should be on the list then if that's the case.
but Earth, Wind and Fire is one of the most underrated bands. They was listed as a band back then.
I mean,
So
R&B artists,
they were like
band.
backup for like James Brown and stuff
I mean,
like that.
I would even accept that they. I mean, and I'll take bands. I would take the Temptations. That's
Cameo.
I mean, like for real. Over, like I said, I'm not dissing anybody on this list, but we got James Brown on the top 10 list of all-time R&B artists. James Brown is a great artist. He is not R&B. That's just
He's funk.
He is definitely funk. He's a little rock. He is not R&B. He's soul like a he's the godfather of soul.
He's the godfather of soul.
So
in other words, R&B took the place of soul, right?
R&B is, like you said, it's black, and it is what it is. That's fine. We're cool with that. It is what it is. Like you just said, you basically just said the same thing. I mean, Prince he's black,
well, the list is not lying. The list is not lying.
Okay, so
the list was if it was a more diverse list, then it would be an R&B list. That's what I think.
Well, if it was a more diverse list, I guess I want to look at the whole list then, because I did see up to 12. Up to 12 had Ray Charles on it.
Tina Marie ain't on there.
Tina Marie is not on there.
Yeah, that's R&B.
I mean, that's
damn near soul. I would put her almost damn. That white girl has soul.
oh, Tina Marie was bad.
If you don't know her, you'll think she was a sister. Say,
right.
I mean, okay, so we won't put Bobby Caldwell on there.
We just found out about him.
We just found out about Bobby Caldwell, but again, his name is not on this list. He was singing R&B.
Right.
You got people still copying that today.
They intentionally
Calling notes.
They intentionally blacked him out on the cover.
So, exactly. On the cover, they was like, "Yeah, I don't want to just look like put my little signature hat and put me in the shadow, and we'll just do that cover." You remember on the movie 5 Heartbeats, they gave them all the writing names. They gave them all the credit in this, but on the cover of the artwork, they had a white family having a picnic, and there's like
correct
having a good old time, and it's like
that's called colorism or whatever.
That's called people want to hear this, but they don't want to see you.
Well, and I mean, they used to do that back in the days all the time,
right? And go ahead.
You ever seen that video when Frankie Lyman when he came out and was singing that they saw.
They was like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you here?"
Right. Like, and they soul in their heart, they was like, "Damn, I really like this song."
Oh man, but you can see those activists. You can see the activists in that video.
Oh man, I saw
you see the 3 or 4. The 3 or 4.
I saw the ones that didn't like it. I saw the ones that did like it,
but you saw the 3 or 4. It was like 3 or 4 of them that was like, man, from you know what y'all talking about, he jamming. They was getting it in. 3 or 4 of them out of like the 100 people that was in there. And you see the ones that was totally the opposite, like, boo, get him off the stage.
If punk was back then, they felt like they got punk.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay,
like,
but
I got punk.
So
somebody's joking us. They're pranking us back here.
So here's the deal. The question that I did want to ask about this is with this list, just the top 10, of course, because Usher is not on the list. But whatever. I'm good with that. That's cool. Like I said, I'm only gonna do it. I'm just gonna do what's on the list. I want top 5. I don't want top 10. I want top 5. And here, if I let me share it so y'all can see it. How do I share this? Boom, boom. I'm gonna share this other side right there. And they got Beyonce picture in the background, like, yeah, okay. All right, so this is the list. If y'all can see that,
it's not very flattering over.
Let the church say amen if they can see that picture. All right, so I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Let me do that. Can I? Oh, it don't want to get bigger. All right, so 1 through 10 right there. There you go. Give me your, since Bishop, you was just talking, go ahead and give me your top 5. If you had to recreate this list with the names that's on here, what's your top 5? 1 through 5.
Ooh, shoot, biasly, I'm gonna go with Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown, no, Marvin Gaye, James Brown. Damn, I can't really do this list right, man. Let me go back. Number 1, Stevie Wonder. Number 2, Prince. Number 3, Michael Jackson. Number 4, Marvin Gaye. And number 5, James Brown. Sorry for not put no inclusions in, but
hey, it's yours. It's for you. This is the thing
pick.
that a lot of people.
I don't want nobody to think I'm being, you know what I'm saying?
Brother man. What a lot of people don't understand is you make your list how you want it. When it's your turn, you say that, and then respect everybody else's opinion. Period.
I sure will.
That's it. That you make your list how you want it. Can't nobody tell you how your list go.
Right.
All right.
Oh. But I do like Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. All right. KO, are you still there? I know you driving. Never mind. I know you driving. You ain't got to look at it.
I'm good. What's up?
All right. So out of this list, if you can see the list, the top 10, give me your top 5 in the order that you would put it.
See the list, but I remember some names, and all of the names that I remember. I am going Mike first for my own personal reasons. Then I'm going Prince. Then I'm going I'm have to go Marvin, then Kels. I'm gonna go ahead and put Aretha in there, only because what she was doing in the time of singing for MLK and them and stuff, and it always run a tie with me with Prince and Mike, but Mike was one of those people. I just can't get over the fact that this man will walk out there with a suitcase with a suitcase in his hand, and when he opened it and he getting dressed, I ain't said nothing. The mother's crying and shit, and he got 13 tents pitched behind the stage, so people gonna be passing out and shit. Like, I gotta put Mike first because of everything.
You know, it was in the desert. It was hot as fuck out there.
It wasn't in Lake Minnetonka or nothing. All right.
Refreshing water.
That refreshing water there. Lady Tyler, what y'all got on this one? Top 10 R&B of all times, and this is the list. Give me your top 5.
Well, can I just say that I think this list was my theory is that it's AI generated from someone who wasn't there. I don't know. To me, this list is kind of coming from someone who didn't experience it necessarily, but I looked up the definition, and literally 1, short for rhythm and blues, duh, right? And 2 is a kind of pop music, which they do say pop, which is surprising to me, a kind of pop music of African American origin with a soulful vocal style featuring improvisation. So, like, I do feel like while all of the choices check those boxes, technically, like when I think of R&B, I don't think of half of the people on that list. And it's not because I don't think of half of those people on that list not being like important to music and definitely like blues and jazz and stuff like that, but R&B feels different to me. I don't know. Like I'm sure a lot of people would be pissed not to see like Erykah Badu represented on that list and among many others. Mine, based on that list, would be MJ, Mariah Carey, Prince, Aretha Franklin, and Whitney Houston.
Okay, all right. Your list look a little closer to mine.
Excuse me. I wonder where that Whitney was on there. I like to drop Aretha and put Whitney in. That's all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You driving. I understand. You ain't looking like we looking.
I don't think one of those should be dropped for the other. Like I feel like both have
and that's why you made your list. That's why you made your list.
Yeah.
I got one small side question before you move on real quick. I'm pretty sure she's not on the list because of the obvious, but like B said, B love say black, but would you consider Selena in that? Like I know what her music is in Spanish, but translated to English, wouldn't it meet the criteria? The English version?
I think that when she read the definition, they specifically did say an African American roots. So
and that's what literally the definition says, which is I see like roots, but like the definition says African American origin. So I guess that could still be like used as,
Nigger.
Like a white person could be, defined as an R&B artist, but still.
Robin Thicke, R&B. I don't give a shit what you say about him. Robin Thicke is R&B. Tina Marie, I know that's more of a funk, pop, but like the definition said, it's a pop and it's rooted in. Rick James put her out. Origin in African American. So I will Tina Marie should be on the list too.
She do a lot of that.
Oh yeah, Lady T and all that extra and that's the runs that they do as artists. Yeah, man. All that's qualified. Selena, for KO, he asked about Selena. I would love to say yes to Selena.
Selena had the guitar solo.
But I don't see nobody ever being like, yeah, Selena goes on this R&B list. Because she has her own thing. Like Selena paved the way for a lot of the music that bridged the gap with the Spanish to like you seen the movie. They was only wanting her to have the Spanish music. When she's like, I can do the crossover music, Dad, and Dad was like, nah, I don't do that. No, he wanted her to just do the English stuff. But she was like, I can do the Spanish stuff. I can do the crossover stuff. And Dad was like, bro, they are brutal over there. We need to stay American as we can. And she was like, fuck it, I'm going to say some Spanish in the interview and see what happened. And she killed it. Bruh, and then Yolanda killed her, that bitch.
Bruh, I ain't never seen so many people outraged when they was thinking about giving that bitch parole. Like, I wish the fuck they would. I'm like, oh shit.
I ain't never seen somebody so hated live that long in prison either.
Man.
If her daddy wasn't worried about the wrong thing and just did what that quarterback from Washington mama be doing, if her daddy was doing that, she'd still be with us.
He tried and she eloped on his ass.
He brought her back. She brought Chris back to the parents. Like, yeah, we married. What's up? So yeah, that's different. Yeah, but okay. RB, what you got? Because this is yours. You posted this, right?
Michael Marvin kills Whitney. Stevie, Prince.
Well, no, 5. Just top 5. Just top 5.
Oh well, I did
Stevie.
it.
Yeah. Solid. Also, again, you really can't go wrong with this. It's just, you don't have Luther Vandross on here. You don't have, like she said, Erykah Badu on here. You don't have Usher on here. You don't have Chris Brown on here. Like, at least put the people that they would say are like the next up. After they's like, all right, R. Kelly's the king of R&B. Then the next up would be Chris Brown, or the next up would be Usher. Or the next, like, at least put them in the conversation, not Jacquees, not nobody that called himself the king of R&B, but like at least put them in the conversation. You got legends on this list. I get it.
Jacquees got one hit. That's talking about he the king of R&B.
Right.
But that's maybe the whole reason why R&B was created in the first place, to get rid of the legends.
But I think the list did what it was supposed to do.
Get people talking. Like the rap one. Like the it's a lot. Mine, just to finish up, I put my top 5: Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce. And I had some reservations, but he said using only the names on the list, give your order. The honorable mentions, I didn't want to put nothing else. I believe I would rearrange that list if Usher was in the conversation, if Luther Vandross was in the conversation. Even though the fact of the matter is that they talk about Luther Vandross never writing his own songs. The fact that he can sing somebody else's song and you know that song because of Luther is what gets me. Luther Vandross is amazing. And
he had like with Ada, what's her name songs? I forgot what she made. He was tearing her ass up.
And I know she got paid off each one of them, so I don't feel bad.
So what was her name? And we know it too.
It was on my phone, man. Go ahead, B Love. I'm gonna look this up. Go ahead.
Not Christopher Williams.
Nah. That's. He got like a good 5 years in him, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, movie aside.
Ain't nobody even talking about the movie. The movie didn't make him look like a chump. It just, he got a good 5 year run.
Is that the dude from New Jack City?
He was going neck
Yeah, light skinned dude on New Jack City.
He was really sliding ahead from I'll Be Sure.
I put I'll Be Sure over here.
If he was to even be considered, you gotta put Brian McKnight.
We're talking about the battle of the light brights right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he came with the little more, grown up man voice, and he was stealing all the I'll Be Sure's thunder because he was going falsetto at the time.
This motherfucker gonna say Tony Terry next.
Hey, if that's the case, I'm putting Orange Juice Jones. I'm putting Orange Juice Jones in that end. If that's the case.
Yeah. Hey, Tony Terry high top was impeccable though. That was like the best high top I ever seen, and that bitch was red.
Yeah. You had to be fresh if you had a sandy brown high top that looked like dirt.
Bro, that motherfucker was.
It looked like dirt. Dog, let me tell y'all how cool Luther Vandross is. This nigga middle name is Ronzani. Luther Ronzani Vandross Jr. It's 2 of them, at least.
Ronzani.
Let's see. It was, whose songs did he do? It was Crazy Man's primary producer, Aretha Franklin. But who songs Luther Vandross was singing that he got popular off of? Dionne Warwick. Dang. She knows exactly what I was talking about, boy. She was on point with it. Lit her up for all her songs. But again, Dionne Warwick to me, hey, don't judge me. Dionne Warwick was trash though. I listened to Dionne Warwick. No, I'm sorry. I listened to Dionne Warwick. I put on my makeup. And I'm gonna wake up. I say a little prayer for you. Everybody that's covered that song did it better than her, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. I'll leave it there.
Now you're trying to sound like Robin Thicke. When you said that, I was like, everybody get up.
I mean, But nah, she did that, and
Sounded
she
more like Alan Thick, if anything.
don't judge me. Don't you judge me, sir. Nah, but this R&B list is trash. I'm sorry. It ain't for me for sure.
But it was Alan Thicke that sang different strokes, and I can't not hear it every time I
Alan
hear the
Thicke.
different strokes thing.
Alan Thicke did sing the Different Strokes theme song, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. And and Robin Thicke comes from his loins, so that's some hand-me-down vocals.
But that's the dad from Growing Pains, too.
Yeah, fun times. We love it. What else we got? What about this Tyler? What about the Tyler Perry shit? What happened with the Tyler Perry shit, RB?
This is the days where people do not want justice; they just want some money because they be like anything happening. We watch Cat, and I'm not. However you feel about P Diddy and Cassie is your feelings, and I respect it. We watched Cassie get her ass whooped and only got 30 million. You said Tyler Perry getting gay with you, and you want 260. Like, bruh, there ain't no fucking way. We saw Cassie get her ass whooped, and she only got 30. How the hell? And then but he dropped the text messages, and it made me think like, bro, you was getting gay with this nigga, and that's fine. But don't be trying to profit from it.
There's nothing illegal about getting gay. So
I was in his bed and he rubbed my leg. What you in
another? Why are you in his bed?
Like, I mean, and some people say that's victim blaming, but I mean, I'm just saying that's like a weird place to be if you're a heterosexual man laying in another man's bed with a man. I'm just saying. But he trying to say some stuff. It really, when he leaked the text message, it made it seem like it was real consensual. And I mean, in my opinion, people don't give a fuck. People probably most people I know already thought Tyler Perry was at least bisexual. So it's like, it ain't a surprise to nobody. Like, oh, okay.
At least bisexual.
At least.
Oh, shout out to Pride Month still Pride Month, and men's health awareness, something like that.
Mental health, yes.
Yeah. Shout out to holidays that you share. Just gotta love. It's on record. Our president said that we get too many holidays that's off work holidays. He said it yesterday. If that means anything to you, he said that yesterday.
But I mean, he said it yesterday, but how many people was really off work yesterday? That's why I feel like he just said it on the wrong day, because I sure wouldn't know. The construction industry was working yesterday.
I was off. Go ahead, lady.
You off for the whole summer, sir.
Speaking of the construction industry and Juneteenth, we did get an extra federal holiday a couple years ago, but it was delegated to they delegated an extra day to 4th of July. And then this year, I think we got Martin Luther King Day off, which I don't think we normally do.
Bet your ass jewelers and watchmakers were working.
Yeah, but we did not have yesterday off.
I'll tell you what. President Trump said we got too many paid holidays off. And
I saw that.
He's right. Okay, he's right. Nobody.
Yeah, is he?
Maybe not
really?
The ones we're thinking of. Okay, it's some of them that we've discovered here recently that shouldn't be a national holiday. Maybe those days are what he's talking about. I don't know. He didn't specify. He just said it on yesterday. So
yeah, he said it on yesterday, and I was like, he can't be talking about today because I'm sure it worked.
Like the maybe the 4th of July, because he thinks it was
Most people talk about Lee Harris.
Don't do it. Do not do it. You first of all, you will not put the 4th of July out there for this.
I'm saying in conjunction with what you said that ones that he might not deem important.
100%. He's going to say Cinco de Mayo. That we need to get rid of it.
Federal
We
holiday.
don't get
First and
off.
foremost, we don't get off for that day. We just get drunk on that day. And then hopefully it falls on the weekend. Cause,
Oh, and Martin Luther King Day. For sure. He wants to get rid of Martin Luther King Day.
oh, yeah. At Leif Erikson Day. And nobody needs that for real.
Well, obviously, not anybody. No one. It doesn't matter for anybody.
He gonna make
Nobody's ever had a
Donald
dream.
All right.
He gonna make a Donald Trump Day on y'all boys. I hereby dedicate this day to myself, and Obama's still mad at me because I beat him.
Hey,
You do a great Alec Baldwin doing Donald Trump.
That's fucking
SNL.
bro.
Straight SNL. Yes. Yes.
hey, I
Coming
think
for you.
I think he ain't got no reason to act like he give a fuck about y'all. I can't run no more anymore. I ain't got no reason to act like I give a fuck about y'all.
Hey, he gonna wait till year 4. Year 4 is when he's gonna go ahead and make a Donald Trump Day. I'm the best president ever. Go ahead and put a day out there. We can even get rid of President's Day altogether and just make it Donald Trump's Day.
You trying to change that rule to where you can run them more than that many times.
Hey, would you not try? I mean, let's be real. If you was the president, you did 2 terms.
He
would you
want to
not at
stay
least
in there
try?
forever.
Hey, I would try. I'd be cursing the name of George Washington. How dare he think he can decide that you can only serve so many years?
Shit, George Washington served a long time.
He served like 12 or something, huh?
Shit, that's a long
And then he
time
was
to me.
like, man, that's some bullshit. That's too long to serve. I could do certain things and people would just be like, yes, that's like being a king again, which that's what they just fought against. So it makes sense.
And speaking of that, and I might be naive to it, but what the hell was these King protests about?
That's the people saying that Trump is basically he's putting himself out there as a king, not a president, and they're saying you changing all these laws and rules and shit strictly because that's what you want. That's not how presidency works. You can put it forth to the people, whoever the fuckers are, and they vote on it and shit, and it makes it a conglomerate of votes, not just you say it, and so that's what a king does. So. I mean, honestly, after watching Queen Charlotte, I see that that's not how the kings worked anyway. Because they said shit, but then they had a governing system of people that was like, oh, okay. But most of them was like, okay, yeah, we'll agree with the king because if we don't, we can get our heads cut off. But, yeah.
So then what do we call like these states and these people? And I'm asking not because I'm on one side, because I really want to know who be like, okay, I know what the laws say, but this what I'm gonna do anyway. Like, like that's the other side of it.
Those anarchy, some shit like that.
No, it's not. It's not anarchy. It's the what is it? The country giving the states power to handle themselves. It's a tactic that we believe states like Texas that were their own governing systems before. Let's say if you think you know best, if you don't agree with so and so, except for that one lady who he publicly ridiculed and told her like, no, you're gonna vote my way or you're gonna lose your spot. Other than that, like, no, you guys can handle your own affairs. Which obviously, when the shit happened in Los Angeles, he didn't mean it because he was sending troops to Los Angeles, and even the governor or whatever of California was like, nah, we don't need you to send people. We can handle it ourselves. And he's like, apparently you can't because I'm sending troops. But he was giving the power to the people, quote unquote, giving the power to the people, only to see that if you don't agree with what he concedes as what you should do, then he'll just step in anyway. So I really don't understand.
I don't know how he convinced the whole damn House of Representatives to be like, you know what, Trump, you're fucking right.
by being in the right party. Your party that control the house. Uh, that swing usually happens when presidents from different uh, parties are appointed. When
Well, why
Biden-
he ain't changed it to where felons can get jobs now since his felon ass got a job?
I mean, he just keep getting felons out of jail so they can go back to jail later. I mean, that's what I see him doing with these rappers. I'm just waiting for him to get Joe Exotic released, so we can see part 2 of the Tiger King. That's what I've been waiting on. But fuck what I think.
Yeah. That was some good TV. That motherfucker, Carol Baskin, that bitch. Like, woo-hoo, he didn't waste no
Right,
time.
did anything.
This is the thing. This is my honest opinion about it. Did he get off? Did he don't get off? He'll get pardoned because, again, what did South Africa say about Trump? He's on the Weinstein list. Man, you think he ain't on the Diddy party list too? Come on, man. He gonna get pardoned just so that extra stuff don't have to come out. That's all that shit.
I'm gonna tell you why I believe he on the list. It's too many niggas that use his name reference in the song like they hang with him and shit.
Well, Young Jock was never on the Diddy list. No, Diddy didn't want to fuck with Young Jock, even though he was signed to Bad Boy South. So,
They like Donald Trump, double barrel on that pump.
yeah. But
Boy be name dropping them like he they friend.
it was because he was supposedly the richest man in the world, and people don't do their math. They don't do their math. That was just the richest person they knew of.
He was accessible.
People too, cause you gotta be the richest man in the world, walk around with that weak ass comb over. That's the only way you won't care about what people saying about it.
Bro, get off that man hair choice. You got George Jefferson being in his 30s wearing that bullshit with the bowl on the top, bald in the middle. Come on, man. We got plenty of people to have that was powerful people.
He is this stiff in that position, like he used Elmer's glue for it or something.
Bruh, but he still be getting a bad wife every few years.
Come on, stop it. He had the same wife. He done had the same wife for the last. I mean, is she a real person still? Oh, she might be AI by now.
She looked like a Barbie that somebody left outside on the porch and they just got this really bad tan.
That's what they like, though.
But that's what he looked like. What you mean? Bro, let him make it, all right? Hey, that's the president of the United States, your country, and you're going to respect it, all right?
Hey, I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about Donald Trump.
Right.
Leave his title out of this.
That nigga the president. What you mean? That's like saying. That's like talking about Obama. What do we have to say about Obama? Besides,
you that person that if we was talking in code, you'd be like, "Oh, y'all talking about Lenny?" Like, no, let us talk.
I would, because y'all supposed to be talking shit. Say what you got to say. Say it with your chest.
Hey, when you come up missing, that's gonna be you because you don't know how to shut up.
I'll never come up missing. I'll
You
tell
gonna
y'all
get stuffed out. You remember how my dude was laying when they tried to jump on me? That's gonna be you.
Hey, it'd be like that, man. All right, let's see what it say. Oh no. Oh no. Who posted this? See, that's when you got to kick people off your page, and I hate that. All right, I'm gonna give a visual.
It ain't what's that nigga Mike that came?
No, it ain't Mike. It's Car. It's Car. She's funny, but this might touch personal because people have real stuff going on. They say when your girl is sucking you off in your sleep, but you remember you have no girl and you live alone with your uncle. So yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know why. Look, Bishop, he thinks that's funny. That's not. Oh, I got one. All right, this is a real one. All right, I wanted to know an opinion, your opinion. What makes people racist? And this is not asking what makes people racist. It's asking, in air quotes, the word racist. What would you consider a person to be racist? Like if I said RB is a racist, what made me consider him? What did I take into consideration to call him a racist? So my question is, what makes somebody a racist? And what do you think empowers one to be or not to be racist. And it's up for anybody. Whoever wants to take a crack at it.
I'll start at comfortability.
I'm comfortable right now.
No, but I'll say comfortability. Because I tell Vasica he's racist as fuck. And I told him, I said, you don't have to dislike black people to be racist. And based off, in my opinion, of, being racist, prejudice, stuff, it varies by which words you use. But when I say racist, I say you find intense humor by antagonizing black people based on stereotypes you might not have experienced, but you've heard. And you go out your way to perpetuate that you think that's funny. And that's my opinion of you antagonizing another race based off stereotypes and stuff, and you may not have really experienced it. And I think a lot of people could be like that, even, like saying like all white people got good credit or shit like that. I put that on shit like us black people say a lot too, and stuff that's just based off stereotypes and shit.
So, RB, do you consider yourself a racist?
Based on my definition, I've made a bunch of racist comments.
Okay, all right.
I would say stereotypical, not racist.
But based off of his definition, stereotypical goes into that. So, I mean, the idea today, like I was gonna bring up. He said no. I was gonna be like, well, today we had a conversation where you said this, but yeah, no. Okay. Well, B-Love, you chimed in. What you got? What's your thoughts? What do you?
I think black women racist? Are more racist than black men.
Please carry on. I don't even know why or where you were with that, but continue, please.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but I'm listening.
I'm about to elaborate. Have you heard this from more from a black male or a black female about let's say Asians all look alike?
I can be honest with you and say I've only heard that in movies and TV shows. I've never heard anybody say that in real life.
I've heard a person say it today, and it was a female, a black queen, mother of the earth.
We got to stop doing that. Every black female.
I said, you're such a racist.
Okay?
I told her she was such a racist.
So you think, I mean, in your opinion, I mean, well, the question was what makes somebody racist. So you just said black women are more racist than black men. But
I was just fucking around.
I know. So what makes it that way?
What makes them a racist? I think that when one race definitely values or feels that their race is superior than the other race, no matter what the race is, that's a form of racism. When you feel that you're the master race, no matter if you're black or white, if you feel that you're gods among men, that kind of bothers me a little bit. Even though I say peace king, I can't say peace God. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the majority of the Wu-Tang was racist?
From what I'm saying off this documentary, I'm not saying that the Wu-Tang is racist because they made most of their money off of white folks, but I'm just gonna say.
I mean, that, slave owners made most of their money off black folks.
No. I'm just speaking off of when they was doing their practices, right? Studies of 5% of the nation. Nothing against the Muslim faith. I've even studied a little bit when I was in Job Corps because I had a roommate. He was a 5%, but
that's racist, motherfucker.
No, I didn't say he was a black 5%. I just said he was 5%, and you said he was black.
I didn't say he was black. I said he was racist.
But I don't care if he's
black or white.
Anyway,
exactly.
Let's get to the point. What I was saying was when I was watching a documentary today, and what spoke out in their beliefs is uh, they don't believe in anything higher or below their physical plane. They believe themselves as gods among men. As a, you know what I'm saying, born in the Christian faith, as with my parents and stuff, I kind of have a little problem with that. So, all still respect to Islam and 5% of bros. You know what I'm saying? I love being pies, but anyway,
Ew.
at the same time, yeah, I'm still gonna stand on it. I just don't feel, you know what I'm saying, that I feel you a man and you could be born and you could die just like everybody else.
Right, and you do, and that's exactly what we do. That's why and I'm a Christian. And I feel the same way. I don't think that you're I don't want to say it. Your religiousness. No, I'm on the same page. Your religiousness shouldn't dictate who you are as a person. I think that's guidelines to mold you. But being racist is it shouldn't be part of your religious background. And to me, those guys are just racist. They're everything I hear them fuckers say is like, bro, you live in a building, and anybody outside that building, you look at them as the devil. Literally, they call them the white devils. So, they're racist. That's period. But yeah. All right, lady, I know you got to go. I'm sorry. I read that and I was like, oh shit, let me get to you. What you got?
Lady first.
What makes a people or a person racist? And racist is in quotations.
I feel like mine is probably different from most people's, which is probably why most people consider me a racist. But like the way I see what makes a racist is by knowingly and intentionally doing harm against someone else because of who they are. Not necessarily personality wise, but like physically speaking, culturally speaking. Like if I walk up to you with the intent of hurting you just because of a factor outside of your control, i.e. your skin color or what have you, that makes you a racist. That said, I think stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Because it's pretty fucking common. Like, I'm sorry, if I go across the street to the Mexican family, bet your ass they can probably make some killer ass tacos, and I want some. I love it. Like, I bet, no, not I bet, my black friend Micah straight up makes some of the best mac and cheese casserole I've ever fucking had. And he learned it from his mom. Like, my Cajun brother-in-law knows how to fucking boil some crawfish.
I love crawfish.
Sometimes racism that some people see, like, is that a lot of people see what I just said as racist as fuck. I see it as, you guys know what the fuck you're doing and I appreciate what you do. If that's racist, I guess I am. I don't mean any harm. I don't intend any ill will. If that was my intent, I feel that makes me a racist. I just wish to appreciate.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
That's why I wanted him to go first. Because, I mean,
now I gotta pivot.
No, because I totally agree, and it is to me like when I'm like kind of like sitting there and listening to someone, and I'm just kind of like, that seems kind of racist. Like I just inherently like feel it, and I feel, I don't know what it is that kind of necessarily makes me like triggered in that moment, because I know that there's a line. And I can't always define what that line is, but I do think that it comes down to intention. And, are you saying something like funny that we can kind of like laugh about, like that everybody can laugh about? Because like, Or are you saying something to put someone down because you maybe? I don't think it's necessarily exclusive to someone feeling superior, although I do think that's a part of it, like feeling better or feeling at, self-conscious in themselves and projecting that. But like I do think that it comes down to just trying to harm somebody, or a group generalization. I think stereotypes are a thing, like they are, but at the same time, like, are you using them maliciously? Then yes, you are being racist.
Yeah. Okay.
Follow-up point.
For yours? Not for her.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
For the points against me, like, I don't use them anymore, but I love racial slurs. They are hilarious to me.
I gotta touch on that.
And I'm still waiting to hear a legitimately offensive slur against white people. The closest I found is clown.
Clown? Oh, because they paint their faces white.
They paint their faces white, typically have freckles, red curly hair,
Hey,
red,
what the fuck, man?
red nose,
AKA
typically indicative of being drunk.
That's racist. I'm out.
Patchwork clothes because they were too poor to buy or make new clothes, so they had to patch old
Now
clothes.
you're talking
and
legit Scottish people.
and oversized shoes because they were typically hand-me-down.
Hand-me-downs.
You can't afford new shoes. Every factor that makes a clown was intentionally designed to be racist.
I love, and this is me personally. When I come to this question, I was watching one of my favorite movies of all times. What made me think of this question? I was watching a Gran Torino, and we were talking about is the main character a racist? I was like, damn it, yes, but
That was Clint Eastwood, Get Off My Lawn.
Get Off My Lawn, Gooks, and
Okay.
Dragon Lady, and
Yeah.
Patio Fame, like he was definitely racist, and his intent, like, and I like what you guys said, I like what RB said, I like what Bishop said, and what KO said, because it all encompasses this guy. To me, I would say he wasn't a racist. I would say he wasn't, due to the fact that it was ill will. But it was only because he wanted to be secluded. He didn't want to be around people. He didn't want people to don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. He wasn't going.
Didn't matter if you were black, white, Hispanic,
No.
Asian. He didn't want to. He don't want to fucking deal with you.
Look, I lost my wife a while back. I don't have a will. I don't have nothing for nobody. I just want everybody to leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna leave everybody else the fuck alone. But whenever something happened, you got on his lawn, he's gonna be the most offensive person to you that he can be, and it's a defense mechanism. So to me, I was kind of like, is this dude racist? Is he not racist? It's one of them things, because of the fact we know it's a movie, of course. We watching him in every situation. He gave his life to protect a young Asian lady, and that's like the ultimate is actions over words. You could say all this shit. My biggest source is comedy. Do you know any comedians that are genuinely funny that don't have like one of the best racist jokes you ever heard? Like, does that make them racist if they're telling a joke that makes even the race that they're offending laugh? If Dave Chappelle got up here and said when he does his, well, this is my white man voice. If he does that, it's like, dude, we don't all sound like that, but in his
Still funny.
interactions, when he did that ski joke on the Chappelle show, he was like, when Little John was like, yeah, we gonna say ski. He said, the dope thing about ski is white people don't know what it means. So when they hear it, they're like, oh my God, what have we done? It's like, we don't sound like that. But it's like, bro, that's racist. They don't sound like that. But it's funny. And if everybody can get a laugh off of it, this is my personal opinion. I don't have an issue with it. Now, to me, you have certain people in every group, black, white, Asians, Hispanic, all of the groups, that go fishing. They're looking for something to be racist, so they can cry about it.
But you also have the inverse of that.
Right.
The same of people who say shit like that, say these jokes, they actually mean it whenever they get called out for being racist.
Oh, it's just a joke.
I'm just joking with you.
Right.
No, you fucking weren't.
Did you get paid to tell that joke?
No.
Right.
Then shut your fucking trap.
And how many people like? And this is like, is this a joke that you would say around these people, or did you say that like if me, RB, B Love, and KO are hanging out together, and I said a joke that the punchline was about a overweight Hispanic guy, we all laugh about it, and then I have my buddy DJ come through, and I go, Hey, tell him that joke, bro. If they say tell him that joke you say another day. I'm like, nah, it's not that. It wasn't that funny. Yeah, you was being racist because you don't want him to know the shit that you did because you know you fucked up about it. That's why. It's just. I think the word racist is. It's kind of like the N-word. You throw the N-word out there, and it's like some black people are on record saying that doesn't bother me. Some on record saying I will fight everybody in that I see if they say it.
I have a friend who firmly believes that calling white people racist is the modern equivalent of calling black people the N-word.
I can see that. I can see that. I can definitely see that. It's just one of those things.
I don't think that's quite on the same level yet, but I guess I can see how some people can see it that way.
Well, it's in America for sure. In America, it's been a thing for so long that. But the funniest thing to me is black people can't be racist. That's a thing. That's a real thing that people actually believe.
Oh yeah.
That black people can't be racist. So I go, if I can't be racist, that gives me the right to talk about every other ethnicity and say whatever I feel about them. Even like RB said, even the Asian people can't drive. Now, if that's done on Family Guy, it's funny because they're not attacking Asian people behind their back. They're putting it out there for
Comedians
public.
get a pass.
I know, that's what I was just talking about. Comedians get paid because they're putting it out there to sell. If you don't like it, then hey,
don't buy it.
Exactly. But a racist don't give you that opportunity. A racist don't give you the opportunity to not buy it. They're gonna go, and this is why, with that guy, he, and I'm talking about Gran Torino. I'm talking about Clint Eastwood. He didn't go to the next door neighbor house, knock on their door, and say, "Hey, you little gooks, here's the deal." It was like, "Don't step on my lawn," Get the dragon lady and tell her to get away from me. Even when they were like, "Oh, we love you, thank you for everything you've done." He's like, "Hey, dragon lady, don't touch me." Like, he's still being that same guy. Does that make him racist? It's like, obviously the answer is yes, but then you think about it, it's like, fuck, don't want to take your side on this, or but.
Yeah.
Even that thing he did.
Racist. He's what a friend of mine would call an equal opportunity hater.
Oh shit! Don't say that out loud. That's what Van Sickle calls himself.
Oh no!
I hate all of you equally. That's what he says.
Don't say it 2 more times because we might summon him.
Hey, if that motherfucker pop up now, I'm blaming you.
On that note, we gotta go. But
enjoy the LGBTQ plus suicide prevention awareness. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a karaoke marathon.
This is what I be talking about when we like, if you got something going on, post it.
It was posted like 6 hours ago for the first time, so.
Not on Studio 511.
All right, I'll post.
That's too late now. Motherfuckers gonna be like, I ain't got time. I'm getting dressed to go out.
It just started 30 minutes ago, and
exactly.
then it's a marathon.
I'm getting dressed to go out. Y'all don't look in 37 minutes. I'm gonna be like, back and going here with these kids. So it ain't nothing. It's all good, but thank y'all for coming out and sharing y'all wisdom with us. Appreciate that. All right. That was enlightening.
like I said, motherfucker, race don't mean you just like. I think that's a totally different thing because I mean, what would you say Archie Bunker was?
Yeah, and again, Archie Bunker. I feel like Archie Bunker's nah. I think Archie Bunker's a racist. And it's the thing. Is it words or is it actions?
Because when it came down to it, he didn't want
any ill will. Yeah, he wasn't on the front picket line going, I'm gonna stab the shit out of a nigger if I see him in my neighborhood. But he definitely didn't want no niggas living in his neighborhood. I mean, that was apparent with Jefferson's episode. He was like, "Oh, what do I need to do to get you to get out of here?" Like I would help you if that means you not fucking up my peace. And maybe that was a separate situation. Maybe that was one of them things where I don't want you putting yourself in harm to where my neighborhood. Like, this is what some people need to be thinking about when they gentrify and stuff like that, because I really don't. It's an ongoing thing in the black community that they say this, but we don't practice this. Well, if they don't want to be around y'all, then don't fool with them. But we want to move to the white folks' neighborhood to get away from niggas.
They did good. They didn't poison enough of them where they think acting like niggas. And I'm using it not the sense of the color you are, but your actions. A lot of people think that shit cool now. You know, they not. When we once had communities building up and thriving, motherfuckers are happy robbing their neighbor, and then mad if somebody call the police and be like, "Hey, that was Lil JoJo that stole." Oh, you not supposed to be snitching. You stole my shit. Fuck you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's talk about snitching, because that's something that people still misunderstanding. What do you consider snitching? What is the definition of snitching to you?
Yeah, we commit a crime together, and I tell on you to get less time.
Snitching on it. Okay.
Or if I know of a crime and I tell on it to prevent me from getting any time or something.
So snitching involves you. Like, what if you and B Love commit a crime? I had nothing to do with it, but I overheard somebody saying something. If I heard somebody saying, "Oh, look, B Love and RB knocked over that corner store over there," and they giving out a $50,000 reward for any information on it, but I ain't gonna say nothing, and then I go turn y'all in. That's snitching, right?
No. You a civilian.
So if you didn't have nothing to do with the crime that's being snitched on, then you free game, protecting your neighborhood.
Yep.
But how did you know about it?
Loose lips sing ships, baby. I'm chilling at the spot. Look, I'll tell you this.
First of all, who's the loose lip? Because if I'm in it, I ain't telling nobody.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is hold on. You know what I'm about to do. What I think snitching is.
You getting out tonight? I might. I'm not sure. I gotta see.
What I think the difference with snitching is, I think like the opposite, not the opposite of RB, but I feel like if self-preservation is snitching. That's what I think. I think if you're doing it because you was involved and you was doing this. Now, if somebody bought something to me, if I wasn't involved, but now they coming down my neck. Now, again, we all know police tactics where they, so-and-so said you did this. So-and-so said you did this. I didn't do that. Or, well, if you can tell me who did it, then this and that. That's snitching. As soon as you say something, boom. If you try, like that's what RB said, self-preservation. If you're doing it to get yourself off, if you know you was involved. But even if you, like, again, you did some crime. If you did some crime with somebody, I feel like if they finna pin it on somebody else, and you know, even though they ain't no, like if me and B Love knocked over a corner store, RB ain't had nothing to do with it, but he passed by, and I know he saw. Oh, them niggas driving off pretty fast. Then later on the news break. Corner store got knocked over by these two masked gentlemen. You got any information? Blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck. RB saw us. I know he saw us because he made a face. He waved and I didn't wave at him and he made a face. And then we get caught. And then we go to the police station and the police like, well, yeah, we got a eyewitness. Now, in my head, I know RB saw us. But they ain't saying no names, obviously. They gonna say, we got an eyewitness that could put you and B-Love at the spot at this time. They saw you driving off. And I'm like, in my head, I know that motherfucker saw me. So now, I go, man, fuck it. It was Robert Bowman. It was Robert Bowman. He did it. And me, I wasn't there. He wasn't there. I know. Well, how you know? Now it's like, fuck. Now they gonna go look for RB, and RB gonna be like, well, who put me in it? And RB, they gonna approach you and say, hey, we got these two guys pointing the finger at you. They said they saw you rob that place. And now RB know for a fact he didn't rob that place, and he know he saw these two people leaving that place. RB gotta tell. You gotta tell. Nigga, I didn't do shit. Y'all niggas fucked up. If anybody going down, it's y'all.
That sound like bad comedy.
And that's it may be, but is that snitching? But is that snitching?
That's like double snitching, ain't it?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the snitching game is so fucked up that, nigga, I ain't had shit to do with that. You put me in it, and now I gotta tell on your ass because you try to get me to go to jail. I ain't had shit to do with that.
Yeah, I'd have been mad at you too for putting them in there too. Cause I'd have been like, why'd you even say something?
I didn't even put my name in it, nigga. You snitching. You snitching on me, and I ain't even do the shit. Like, yeah, snitching is weird, bro. It's a weird situation. So,
Hey, Dirty Mac and his snitching too, though.
huh?
I got a different view on snitch.
Hold on,
Dirty
Hoss.
Mac and his snitching too.
Dirty Mac, and that's when you and another person trying to holler at the same chicken. You
Or
start
you
to
already
put something.
hollered at him already. You've already did.
Oh, like that Jeff situation, RB.
Huh?
The Jeff situation. Yeah, she got dry pussy, bro. Don't do it. That pussy dry. Yeah, I see what Dirty Mac. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, KO, what you were saying? What's your situation on snitching?
Like, snitching is you going out your way to volunteer information. I feel like if somebody asks you, you tell them you just telling the truth. Now, I wouldn't say nothing anyway just because I don't want to be involved. But that's just how I feel about it.
Voluntary or involuntary? No, you said voluntary. If you go and volunteering information, then you snitch.
Yeah, if somebody asks you a question, if you answer, you just telling the truth.
Okay, so you wasn't there when RB said what he said. But if you got a $5,000 reward at your corner store in your neighborhood, and some niggas that's not from your neighborhood robbed that place, but you got a glimpse of their face, and you can't voluntarily call the police and be like, hey, it was so and so, give me my reward, because that's snitching.
Hey, fuck with it. I don't even want to be involved with it. That was the same thing with the dudes escaping from prison. Everybody was getting 10 grand. They was just telling on everybody.
Man, look, hey, I feel and this is something that I've been back from a little kid. My mama told me, if you do some shit, fess up to it, because you don't want nobody else. Karma is real. You don't want nobody else going down for some shit you did. So, I twist her words to this. If I didn't do some shit and somebody come for me about it, best believe if I know you did it, your ass is going down. So don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit. I repeat, don't do shit for the homies. Don't tell me nothing that you did. Because if they come ask
You
me...
also twist the situation, though, too, because it indirectly involve you if you just happen to see the niggas and know that they got a fucking bounty on them or whatever. That don't directly affect you like you just stated, like you getting in trouble or getting caught and they think it's you. That's a total different story.
No, that's true. That's true. But then that's your neighborhood. So imagine you didn't know the dudes. You not the person that saw him. Somebody else did. Imagine that situation with your granny neighborhood getting shot up. You could have prevented them niggas from shooting up the neighborhood if you would have Hey, I didn't do that dumb shit, but I saw the niggas that did that. They get arrested, not none of that shit happened. But you see it, you don't say nothing. Somebody shoot up, and this time the bullet hit somebody. You got hood justice versus your common biblical situation. That's what happened when you don't do this. This punishment comes. Or is it? I mean, I ain't had nothing to do with me.
Snitching. The
Huh?
Bible does on snitch.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently God don't like it either.
I'm gonna give me a no snitching shirt with a cross on it. All right.
It's gonna be the T, huh?
It's gonna be the T. No snitch. I like it. All right. Let's see. What we got? We still got 25 minutes. What you got, RB?
Nah, I was just I don't know. Like I say, it's all fun and games till like you say it involves something close to people, and it's like, like shit, nigga, you don't want. Best way to get a nigga not to tell on you is not to do shit.
Not to do shit. Yep.
If you trying to hold people hostage by some code and you fucking them over.
And do your dirt by your lonely. Why you gotta have a co-defendant? Like,
I mean,
that's an easy way to
that's true.
compromise
100%.
yourself.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. But half the times when you need somebody there to do this or that, it's more than a one-man job. I'm sure you don't just involve other people when, you know what I'm saying, you don't want them to.
Most of the time, them niggas be hyping each other up.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they did it, because they try to prove
Something
something to the other person.
another nigga. Come on, bro. What you got, B-Love?
Have we discussed the top 5 white girls yet?
Top 5 white girls on what?
Just celebrities, finest.
Finest top 5 white
I
girl
hadn't heard nothing
celebrities.
about that, but I would love to be a part of that.
Hold on. Like,
Yeah.
is that on the page or something?
I just threw it in a candy jar right now. Pot.
That nigga just stirred the pot with some shit that ain't stirrable. Now you gotta let me get some time to negotiate my white girls. You can't just have me.
Like, come on, man.
Come on, you can't.
Jason Michael, that thing.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be sitting here picking it up. I'm gonna forget my Belushi. You know what I'm
I
saying?
had to wait until
Oh God,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
waited to let it up. I'm definitely posting this one.
Hey, he been holding on to that one. Like, he couldn't wait.
Hey, he used to be conked out by now. He was like, get off.
For real.
Watching the clock and shit.
I was
Okay.
like,
Okay, I'm gonna take a crack at it. Top 5. Now we talking about celebrities.
I need
talking-
more time.
Are we talking?
Is this for us, or is what you think like popular demand, or is
Hold
it
on.
a personal thing?
personal.
Personal. Okay, good. So you know this one ain't the finest, but that's your favorite, so you pick her.
For sure.
Okay, so you can't be Hispanic. Okay, so when you say white, they can't be Italian, or they can. What we talking about? American white, or we talking about
White to me.
White.
White, just regular white. Okay. All right. So yeah, again, I'm gonna start.
All spectrums of white.
Okay. All right. Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
She top 5. I'm not in no specific order either. I'm just.
And no specific
No
order.
specific
Okay,
order.
cool.
Scarlett Johansson is on there. Monica Bellucci. She old. I just love her though. I love me some Bellucci. She's Italian, but we going with that. After that, we going with. I don't really know. Oh, Kate Upton. I ain't seen her or heard about her in a while, but she was on point.
Who's that?
She's an actress. I mean, a model. She was a model, baby. She got some nice boobs. She's really famous for her boobs.
Okay.
We got. Let's see. Women. White women. I need two more. Woo. Yeah, this hard. It's hard off bat when you're not looking. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with an underdog. I'm going with an underdog because I think this is a beautiful motherfucker. I'm going with Billie Eilish. I love me some Billie Eilish. I love me some
Okay.
Billie Eilish. And then just because everybody trying to beat her in wrestling, because I love me some wrestling, I'm gonna go with Sabrina Carpenter, number 5. That's it.
Mm.
That's gonna be my top 5. Now I'm telling you, once I have time to actually look at the criteria,
They're gonna switch all up.
none of them probably will be in there. But that's off the dome right now. That's off the dome.
Alright, alright.
ScarJo and Monica Bellucci gonna be there. It'll just be 3 others.
All right,
Alright.
what you got there, RB?
I need more time. I'm nope.
What about you, KO?
You're not gonna spring that on me.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna have to say Scarlett Johansson. I'm gonna have to say Bryce Dallas Howard. I'm gonna have to say Hayden Panettiere. I'm gonna have to say it's a few of them up there. It's just gauging them and saying the positions that they need to go in for me.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to say Liv Morgan on that list because of how she looks without makeup on. It's just
Liv
in
Morgan.
a
Who's
mug
that?
shot, she a wrestler. With her makeup off in a mug shot, I gotta go with Liv Morgan. And I'm probably gonna say for the last one, the last one is hard. I gotta, like I said, I don't have I don't know. I can't think of the last
Oh, let me help you out, bro. Because I found a replacement for one of mine already. Old girl that did Lizzie McGuire. I seen her the other day. I'm talking about these
Hillary
days.
Duff.
Oh my God, yes sir, yes sir.
Now,
She
you
does.
know
Thor,
what?
like Thor.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah, that's her, right?
Nah,
$1 Million Baby.
nah. Ew, Hillary Swank. Ew, no. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I love me some Bullock. Oh, God damn it. I love me some Bullock. I just thought about that shit.
Oh, Sandra Bullock.
But, yeah. But,
Okay, so you put Bullock in there then. You put Bullock in there then. That's the first one.
No, I'm not going to put Bullock up in there. I got somebody in mind, but I got to, damn. What is her damn name? Hold on. It's gonna come to me right. Her name is Rochelle. Dang it. It's Lefevre, something like that. Dang. She was on Under the Dome. She was on White House Down. She was on Sheila Redhead too. Damn, what's her fucking name? It's something with an L-E-F. I can't remember what the rest of it is, but her. That's her
That's
too.
your fifth. That's your fifth. Okay.
Yeah.
B, you brought it to our attention. What you got?
What's up?
I said you brought it to our attention. What's your top 5?
I'm trying to. Oh, okay. I got my top 5. They passed their prime though. Let me go ahead and say that as a caveat because I'm in my 50s. So I'm gonna say my first one would be Christy McNichol. Yeah, you gotta go Google it. But anyway, the second one would be Ice-T's wife Coco back in her prime.
Coco today.
Yeah. The third would be
You're not muted, but you ain't saying nothing.
name. That's third. Fourth would be
Hold on, give me third again. You cut out on third.
Jenna Von Oy.
Wait, chick 6 from Blossom?
The Parkers, right?
From the Parkers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nah, that's a weird one. Okay, I got you.
Nah, she was on FHM and that she stole the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was the first white girl that was on a black magazine. Or hip hop joint. But anyway.
Stevie finding the page.
Yeah. Fourth would be let's see. Old girl that's on Nurse Ratched. I think she kind of part black anyway. Nurse Ratched.
I don't know what Nurse Ratched is.
What's her name? What's Nurse Ratched's name? She's played on a lot of American Horror Stories.
You talking about the black chick?
No, she's white.
Oh.
But put it like this. She would be
Sarah Pullman. Paulson.
Her and what's her name was to do a movie together. Right now, they could probably play half sisters.
Okay, Sarah Paulson was the one who did Nurse Ratched.
Sarah Paulson, yeah. It's just something about her.
Okay, yeah, that's the one that was in American Horror Story too. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then my fifth one would be the female that's off of she's a red hair too. She's off of the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. The one that was trying to save the old boy. I was like, man, you don't need him.
He said Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
Part 2.
You went back to the 80s and don't even know who this chick is.
I don't even know who she is.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, I just thought she was I thought she had the prettiest green eyes and she had a red hair, freckle face, a little dumpy, but it was like white girl thickness that
you talking about your top
ran on.
You talking about your top 5 white women of all times, and you label one of your top 5 a little dumpy.
My fantasies is my fantasies, right?
Hey, my wife said, she said, if I had to pick, it'll be ScarJo. And then she walked away. And then I was like, hey, I said 5. She said, I don't even think there's that many fine white women. And then she said, okay.
ScarJo.
Scarlett Johansson.
Y'all done ran a train on her already.
Hey, I'm
That's
telling you
why
right
I didn't pick her.
She would have been train ran if that was the case.
That's why I didn't pick her.
She said, if I had to go, I would pick Nicole Kidman in her prime. I said Nicole Kidman. She was on what? Batman? She was on Batman. Nicole Kidman. And then she didn't say nobody else. She walked away, but that was her too. Now I'm thinking about it, like I could take some of mine out because Michelle Pfeiffer in her day when she was Vicky Vale. I'm talking about Catwoman. I'm talking, and then you said Thor. That reminded me of 2 extra ones. Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza looked crazy as hell, but she's just sexy as fuck to me for some reason. And the chick that Gal Gadot. No, she's too skinny for me. I don't like. If you're an Israeli, at least be thick. She's just too skinny. I like what's her name? The one that said meow meow. on Thor. You know what I'm talking about? The little dopey girl. Darcy. With them things.
Kate Dennis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put them away. Stop playing with them. Put them away.
That's Marla.
That's who?
40 old Virgin.
That's the daughter. The daughter, yeah. Yeah, that was her. Yeah,
that's
Cat Dennis. Cat Dennis. Meow meow.
From the show where they was waitresses.
My wife added her third one, the nanny named Fran.
Who was my second one?
You said Nicole Kidman from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Heck, nah, her voice is so annoying.
Fran Dresser voice is annoying, but you ain't say she had to be hot voiced. You said
She was
hot.
pretty.
But she wore regime clothes. She wore regime clothes and
She
it
was
looked
fine in
good.
Dr. Detroit, though. Dr. Detroit, she was fine.
Yeah.
Dr. Detroit, she was fine.
Shoot
And you
us.
did say Monica
Boy.
Bellucci already.
Monica Bellucci. Come on, baby. You can't just put it out there without putting Bellucci in that thing. You
Shoot
couldn't
us
see no
Hoag.
Judas Hoag.
Yeah,
What is that?
that's the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ape.
Oh,
But look, let me say something. You just
okay.
you have a thing for white women with red hair and freckles, bro. That's it.
Hey. But I gotta add one as an asterisk, and
Oh,
it's
no.
the original, the Starlight Princess from the Never Ending Story. I thought her eyes was the beautifulest eyes in the world.
Bro, I swear to God. I swear to God. Yo, beautiful white women it turns into who got pretty eyes. Cause
She looked like an angel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if that's the case, you should be looking at, man, who a white girl with some pretty eyes? Cause like I said, Billie Eilish, so Billie
House
Eilish
of the
got some
Dragon.
beautiful eyes.
Nope.
Angelina Jolie, ain't nobody said her, but that's because we seen her too much after her prime. That's why.
Yeah, we saw her trashed out.
Yeah.
After
I love. Hey,
Hackers.
you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing about Angelina Jolie back in the day. She was.
Oh, when she was on Hacker, that was the finest.
when she was on Wanted. I thought she was
She
still.
got some of the best lips in the game for sure.
So you
Yeah.
ain't say Charlize Theron? I mean,
No.
not Charlize Theron, Jennifer Lawrence.
I ain't say Jennifer. I'm telling you, if we had time to actually.
Jennifer Garner?
Lawrence
No, Jennifer
is
Lawrence.
fine.
Jennifer Lawrence, the girl that played Mystique
Yeah,
on the
Hunger
X-Men.
Game.
Bro, Hunger Game. If we had time, look,
She is
come back
fine.
next week. Come back next week, and we'll have a top 5. How about that?
Hey,
Come back next week. We'll have a legit top 5 white girls that's hot. All right.
And we're going to have top 5 candy bars, too.
Post this shit in the group, man, so we can remember this kind of stuff. Top 5 candy bars is easy though. It's always Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's, and
I think of girl that played.
M&M's count as candy bars or no?
I think of girl that played.
You don't got the score candy bar over there. You're whack.
Score? They don't even know how to spell it. They spell it like they Indonesia or something. SKO with the thing over the R. Get out of here. Get out of
the
here.
Harley Quinn chick is fine.
Yeah, she is. See, that's what I'm saying. If we had time to actually look at a myriad of this particular situation, we'll come with a quality top 5. Because I'm mad at Bishop top 5 already. I'm mad at his top 5. He the one that brought it up. So yeah, but I mean, like you said, the girl that played Harley Quinn. What's her name back? Margot Robbie. I mean,
Margot
quality.
Robbie.
That's quality.
Margot Robbie. Yeah, that is. She is in there.
I said Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
I did.
I'm working late.
I'm working late because I'm a singer. And honestly, I know we don't count Hispanics because that's Hispanic. We count whites, that's Italian and all the other stuff too. But I was going to be like, look, you can't put Ariana Grande not in there. She ain't hot. She's too skinny. But when she was Cat, she was hot. I was young, and I thought she was hot. So Bombay's talking about doing some karaoke.
I really like Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman, and see Natalie Portman and that girl from what's and from
Which one? Bald head Natalie Portman, like G.I. Jane Natalie Portman?
Oh, Cat.
No,
Yeah, Jane. Natalie Portman was
Natalie-
on G.I. Jane.
no, she wasn't. That was what's her name? That was
Demi
Bruce
Moore.
Willis' old wife, Demi Moore.
Another with the pretty eyes.
Demi Moore used to be hot. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and y'all gonna look at me crazy, but you know who had a nice body for a regular ass white girl? What's her name, babe? The girl that she was on Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Jamie
Yeah,
Lee
she
Curtis
had
had
a
a-
dancer's body.
had a
She had
banging
dancer's
body.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you? What's wrong
True lies. True lies.
True Lies, when she did the little strip tease in front of him.
Man, say.
I was like, that's a body double. That can't be her. But then I seen that she did a movie with John Travolta where she was dancing and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she had a nice body for an older white lady.
Say, we done mentioned a few people, like the girl from Dirty Dancing, Kelly Kapowski, Topanga Lawrence.
Topanga. I'm telling you, bro. Look, let's stop. Let's stop.
Wait, I
Uh-oh, what you got, babe?
Rachel McAdams. I'm sorry. I know
Was Rachel, was she the first girl on Batman? Oh, she was the second one.
Rachel, no.
I don't know.
No,
Rachel
I don't know what
McAdams.
that song is about.
oh, that's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes was good.
was fine.
Katie Holmes was better
Somebody is
than
Nickelodeon crushing.
Crazy out your mind. Mean Girls.
My babe say Rachel McAdams. My babe said Rachel McAdams, and I said Katie Holmes was better. And she said, "You out of your mind?" Hello. Jamie Foxx went and smashed on Katie Holmes.
Jamie Foxx was tripping.
Jamie Foxx wasn't tripping. Jamie Foxx was doing God's work. Come on, man.
He was doing drugs.
Wow.
Katie Holmes. That's
Katie
the
Holmes
one
is
that
banging.
what's his name did a handstand on
On
Oprah's
Oprah.
couch.
You had that man wide open on Oprah. Ha ha, I love her. Ha ha, doing cartwheels, kicking over cameraman and stuff. Come on, man.
I can't.
Katie Holmes was hot.
She ain't
He said, "I found a fountain of youth."
I found the fountain of youth. Kelly Kapowski was hot back in the day, but a sleeper, Jessie was hot.
Jesse was hot.
Jesse.
From Saved by
Amy
the
Jo
Bell.
Johnson was hot.
Amy Jo
No,
Johnson was not.
no,
hot. That's the Pink Ranger. She was regular.
Shoot. Seven Heaven.
Seven Heaven. I thought Cole said her. That wasn't that Hayden Panettiere?
The girl that was played on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What's her name? She married Justin Timberlake.
Oh, Jessica Biel.
Yes.
Jessica Biel was hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Gal Gadot considered white?
Yeah, we consider it all whites.
So what y'all think? What
Red
you
hair
think
Carly
about
from the '70s show too.
That's Rayleigh.
That's old
Kevin
girl.
did say good though.
Hey, old girl, that B Love, you talk about old girl from Orange is the New Black with the black hair.
From that 70s show? No, he ain't talking about her. Hell no.
Yes,
He
I
talking about the hot
am
one.
talking about her too.
No.
The red hair.
The redhead?
Yeah, she was thick. You ain't see how thick she was?
She had them eyes too. You gotta remember he liked them eyes.
So we
You talking about
You
that
know
70s
damn
show, but you're
well
not
you
gonna
was
talk
in a
about
smoke
what's her
circle with
name.
her. She doming off top.
No, we can't say Selma Hayek because she would have got mentioned first.
Oh, she's not. She's
Selma
Latina.
Hayek is
I know.
not white.
I know. That's why I just told my wife we can't say Selma Hayek because she's not white. But the other girl from that 70s show, what's her name?
Latina, I would have flew out.
Mila Kunis.
Amelia,
Mila Kunis.
She is not white. She is Latina.
I mean, you might as well say Emma.
I mean, you might as well add all of the Latinas too then, if that's
that's
the
racist.
case. Damn, we went back to racist. Hey, the fact that we having this conversation is racist.
Somebody about y'all. All them Asians ain't the same. Some of them is Pacific Islander.
Well, I mean that takes out Gal Gadot. That takes out Italians too. Then if you ain't English,
Okay.
Scottish people. Might as well bring in Chileans and name the new wrestler. Kate Beckinsale was in Underworld.
That's her. I thought
What about that one from
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah. Underworld girl.
that did UFC?
My wife liked Vampire. Rebecca from the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. And shoot, Haley too.
Now forget Haley. Rebecca. What was her name, babe?
Shit, Buffy was fine, so you want to put it that way. Phoebe was fine.
Phoebe was fine too. But I'm talking about Rebecca from the Vampire Diaries. That when they did the originals. That one that's a sleeper. If you don't know her, I don't know her name, but that's a sleeper. If you ain't know, that one's legit.
Claire Holt.
Claire Holt.
Claire Holt.
Look that one up. That's legit.
What
action
about
right there.
what about what's her name? She fell off since
He
Save
said
the Last
Phoebe.
Dance.
Tell him Prue had Phoebe
Prue?
all day.
You talking about Shannon Doherty?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Shannon Doherty was good, but
Yes.
Shannon Doherty had her
It's
best
a
days when
no.
she was on 90210.
No. Did you watch Charm the first 3 seasons?
What about Alicia Silverstone?
Alicia Silverstone got on my nerves. I hated her pouty face.
What about Reese Witherspoon?
Reese Witherspoon.
No.
was
I don't like her racist ass.
Why she got to be racist? Because she played a Alabama girl.
Man, she
Sharon Stone's my cousin.
you didn't see that movie?
She's an actress, bro. How many people we love shoot 'em up, dude? But of course he played a racist dude. We talked about him earlier. We can't get him based off of they acting.
You gotta have a team. Hey, hold up. So you saying okay? So if you do a kissing scene with a man, does that make you straight?
If I'm not an actor,
no. If you're acting, but you're kissing a man on the scene,
I want to say no because of the point I just made. Because of the point I just made, it's acting.
That's not acting. You're kissing a man.
But you're acting. You got method actors. Okay, so a method actor. Is Jared Leto still the Joker today? Even though when he was playing the Joker, he was doing Joker-ish stuff, like sending his coworkers boxes with when they opened the gift bag, it was a bat's head and it was cut off and stuff. I mean, he's not the Joker.
I mean, it was for the sake of the movie. He was just really immersing himself. But
so the dudes that's kissing dudes in the movies is just for the sake of the movie.
In a whole nother age.
No, that's the same thing. They doing it for the movie. Maze, she's too dark to be a white.
Yeah. I'm really rubbing it on thick. Pause.
Yeah, don't rub it on thick. All right. Anyway, it's 11:01. Thank you for coming out tonight. We will have to do this. We will have to continue this with a legit list. That last 10, 15 minutes that we just used, don't count that. All right, we not using that. Next week we'll come with a. No, I'm saying that was a bunch of gibberish, bro. That was gibberish. We ain't. I don't even know what I said in my top 5 list. So I'm gonna come with a legit list that I'll write down and do some research on, and I'll give you my top 5.
You might have to have a blooper reel or something, dude.
Huh?
I'm gonna have my list for you too.
And my wife gonna have her list for me too. So I have 2 top 5 lists, and we'll talk about that. That was a good one though, B. It was random AF. You should have put that on the page, but
I didn't even think about it this week.
I
thought about it just now.
just FYI, because we're about to get off, but I posted a thing today on the page that talked about all of the Grand Theft Auto since Grand Theft Auto 3, how they were inspired by movies, and then once you see it, you can't unsee it. Some of them are obvious, like San Andreas. We automatically know that's Boys in the Hood. Vice City, Scarface. But you got Grand Theft Auto 3 was the Goodfellas. Grand Theft Auto 5 was Heat. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be Bonnie and Clyde. So this is man, it's worth to go back and watch. Heat was one of my favorite gangster movies of all time, and you know,
without not Al Pacino, what's his name? Yeah, Al Pacino. Right?
Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, Robert De Niro. It was Joe Pesci. Everybody was in that mother. But all right, man, we'll holler at y'all. Enjoy. Thank y'all for coming out. Like LeVar Burton say, see you next time.